Yes, children, so it's our exercise time. So you have exercise in the workbook for the lesson 15, disaster management. So let's do the exercise in the workbook. Our first exercise is exercise 1. Tick the correct answer. So 1, 2, 3. 3 questions are there. Read the question and you can see 3 options. Option A, option B, option C. 3 options are there. Choose the correct answer and tick in the square box given. Okay. So the first one, let us read the first question. Which of the following natural disaster is caused by disturbances in the earth's crust? So option A, earthquake, option B, flood, option C, tide. These are all natural disasters only. Earthquake, flood, tide. Among these, which natural disaster is caused by the disturbance in the earth crust? Means the deep layers of earth. Layers of earth are, earth means what? Earth is made up of 3 layers. The outer layer is crust layer. The rocks, it's made up of rocks. Movement of rocks are going on there. Movements are there, but it gets stuck in between, and sometimes because of high pressure, movements get immediate. Some sudden movements happens in the layer of the earth, and it results in, yes, it results in earthquake. So option A is the right answer. Earthquake, E-A-R-T-H, earthquake, Q-U-A-K-E, earthquake. So it happens due to a disturbance in the earth crust. So give a tick here. Flood occurs because of heavy rainfall, isn't it? When there is more rainfall, water in rivers, lakes overflows and comes to land, it causes floods. Tide also because it caused because of the gravitational pull of sun, moon on the oceans of earth. Okay, so the disturbance in the earth crust due to this earthquakes occurs. Second, which volcanoes are capable of erupting? Explode, erupt. Option A, dormant and active. Option B, extinct and dormant. Option C, active and extinct. So you learned about 3 types of volcanoes: active volcano, dormant volcano, extinct volcano. Among this, which are the volcanoes that happens to erupt in future? It can happen at any time. Extinct means no longer active, but active is dangerous, and dormant is there's a chance of happening. So we can say dormant and active. This is highly dangerous. It can happen at any time. Dormant also there's a chance of happening in future, isn't it? So these are the volcanoes that are capable of erupting. So option A is the correct answer. So tick here. Now third one, which of the following natural disasters is caused by the shortage of water? Shortage of water. Shortage of water cause which disaster? Natural disaster. Option A, drought. Option B, tsunami. Option C, earthquake. If there is no rainfall, no water, then shortage of water results in a dry condition called, yes, drought. D-R-O-U-G-H-T. Option A, drought. So tick here in this box, square box. Okay. So the first one, which of the following natural disaster is caused by disturbance in the earth crust? Answer is option A, earthquake. Second, which volcanoes are capable of erupting? Is option A, dormant and active. And third one, which of the following natural disasters is caused by the shortage of water? Is option A, drought. So tick here. Okay, children? Children, so next exercise in the workbook is exercise 2. Fill in the blanks. So here we have 5 fill in the blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So children, read the question and write the correct answer in the blanks. Okay, so come on, let us read. The question 1. The sudden movement of a part of the earth's surface is dash. A sudden movement or shaking of the part of earth's surface is called as what? Is Earthquake. Yes, very good. Earthquake. 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 The sudden movement of a part of the earth's surface is earthquake. Second, the intensity of earthquakes is measured using. We can measure the force, the strength of earthquake using an instrument called, yes, it is measured using the seismograph. SEISMO, seismograph. GRAPH. The intensity of earthquakes is measured using the seismograph. Third one, the volcanoes which erupt frequently are called dash volcanoes. We learned about 3 types of volcanoes: active, dormant and extinct. So which volcano is likely to erupt at any time, means frequently? Which volcano which is highly dangerous? Yes, it is active volcanoes. So the volcanoes which erupt frequently are called active volcanoes. ACTIVE, active. Now the fourth one, floods occurs. Floods occur due to dash of water. How the floods occur? Because of the overflow of water. Means in water in rivers, lakes rises more, it will be, right? Means excess of water, we say excess. excess, excess of water. Fifth one, dash are huge revolving storms with heavy and fast rain and wind. What is that? It's a natural disaster. Which natural disaster occurs with heavy, fast rain, wind and the storm? Rotating storm, we say, revolving storm. It is cyclones. So cyclones are huge revolving storms. CYCLONES. Cyclones. Cyclones are huge revolving storms. So first fill up is the sudden movement of a part of the earth's surface is earthquake. Second, the intensity of earthquakes is measured using the seismograph. Third one, the volcanoes which erupt frequently are called active volcanoes. Fourth one, floods occur due to excess of water. And the last one, fifth one, cyclones are huge revolving storms. Okay, children, so our next exercise in the workbook is exercise 3. Answer the following questions. Okay, so the first question, let us read the first question. Come on, along with me, read the first question. How do earthquake happen? What are the effects of an earthquake? So how this earthquake happens, this natural disaster earthquake, how it happens and what are its effects? That is the question. So answer. Earthquakes are caused by the shifting of the layers of rocks deep under the earth crust. Under the earth, layers of earth we have. First or outermost layer is earth crust, we say. There some shifting of layers happens, movement, sudden movement happens. So it is actually earthquake. Then what are the effects of an earthquake? Effects of earthquakes are first one, A, destruction of buildings, trees, roads and vehicles. Huge damage that caused to buildings, trees, roads and damage that to repair it will be so difficult. That much of damage happens, destruction happens to buildings, trees, roads and vehicles. B, huge loss of life. Many people were killed. They become homeless. They were killed because of this destruction of buildings falling down, trees falling down, means the people will go inside it, means upon them these trees, buildings, if it falls they surely die. C, spread of diseases. And because of these earthquakes, what happens? Diseases also spread fast. So earthquakes are caused by the shifting of the layers of rocks deep under the earth's crust, full stop. Effects of earthquakes are: A. Destruction of buildings, trees, roads and vehicles. B. Huge loss of life. C. Spread of diseases. Now the second question, which is the second question here, children. What is a volcano? Write the names of different types of volcanoes with one example each. So what is volcano? And you have to write the name of 3 different types of volcano with example. So what is volcano? Answer: a crack or vent on the surface of the mountains which allows hot magma from below the surface to come out is called a volcano. A crack or a vent means a region where there is a hollow space it will create because the earth crust becomes weak and hot air comes out through the hole called hot magma or lava, we say. It is called volcano. There are 3 types of volcano. A. Active volcanoes. Example: Mount St. Helens in the United States. B. Dormant volcanoes. Example: Mauna Kea in Hawaii. C. Extinct volcanoes. Example: Mount Ashitaka in Japan. So in your course book they have mentioned about 3 different types of volcano: active, dormant and extinct, and they have given examples for these 3 types of volcano. You can write any example. Okay. Yes. So first question: how do earthquakes happen? What are the effects of an earthquake? So earthquakes are caused by the shifting of the layers of rocks deep under the earth's crust. Effects of earthquakes are: destruction of buildings, trees, roads and vehicles. Then B. Huge loss of life. C. Spread of diseases. Now second, what is a volcano? Write the names of different types of volcanoes with one example each. Answer: a crack or vent on the surface of the mountains which allows hot magma from below the surface to come out is called a volcano. And A. Active volcanoes. Example: Mount St. Helens in the United States. B. Dormant volcanoes. Example: Mauna Kea in Hawaii. C. Extinct volcanoes. Example: Mount Ashitaka in Japan. Active volcanoes are highly dangerous, isn't it? It can happen at any time. Dormant also, it's not that active but it can happen. It is likely to happen. And in extinct volcanoes is no longer active. Okay. Okay, our next question is third question. Come on, read the third question, children. Write 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages of a volcanic eruption. You have to write about the advantages and disadvantages of volcanic eruption. Any 2. Okay. So first, advantages. Number 1, soil after volcanic eruptions becomes very fertile and good for farming. Yes, after volcanic eruption occurs, the soil becomes fertile, quality improves and it is good for farming. Second, some of the volcanic locations can be used for generating geothermal energy. Geo means earth, thermal means heat. So earth's heat, due to that or because of volcanic eruption, that area, that location it has occurred, it can be used for generating geothermal energy, which we can use to generate electricity. Okay, yes. Disadvantages. Number 1, destruction of farmlands and roads. Farmland, road, everything. Destruction happens to these roads, farmland, then damage to property and loss of life. Many people lost their life. Destruction, damage to road, properties, farmland, everything. Second, volcanic dust blocks sunlight for a long period, which leads to change in the weather pattern. Okay, because of volcanic eruption, what happens after volcanic eruption? Because of this dust, it blocks the sunlight or sunlight to fall on the earth, and because of that, weather changes happens. weather don't comes properly. For winter, summer, like that, weather changes happens. The season won't that comes condition of that season or that occurs naturally, it won't happen. So write 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages of a volcanic eruption. Advantages: soil after volcanic eruptions become very fertile and good for farming. Second, some of the volcanic locations, not all the locations but some locations, can be used for generating geothermal energy. Heat, earth's heat, okay, heat energy, earth's heat energy can be used for cooking, bathing, generating electricity. Disadvantages: destruction of farmlands and roads, damage to property and loss of life. Second, volcanic dust blocks the sunlight for a long period, which leads to change in the weather pattern. Okay, yes children, so our next question is question number 4. Yes, read the question. When do floods occur? What are the effects of floods? When these floods occur and what are its effects? So answer: floods occur due to heavy rainfall, low pressure region formed in the ocean, and excess melting of snow in the mountains and glaciers. So when there is heavy rainfall, water level in ocean, seas, rivers rises and comes to the land, it causes floods. One reason. Then low pressure region formed in the ocean. When there is winter in the land, it cools quickly, but in ocean it will be more heat. So this heat rises up. Then a low pressure region will form in the oceans, and because of that, then excess melting of snow, more snow melts where top of the mountain, some mountains covered with snow, so it melts and it flows down and it joins the rivers, isn't it? And glaciers means the mass of ice, ice that flowing, and it flows and it comes to the land and it join the rivers. So this will be more melting of ice and snow. These are the reasons for floods. Effects of floods: loss of life, great damage to human beings, loss of life, we say they lost their lives, deaths happens. Damage to property, whatever property they have, human property, damage to that properties. Then spread of waterborne diseases, because of floods wherever we can see full of water, it gets stagnant over there, it won't, if it is not flowing, if it will be there full, then what happens? Mosquitoes, flies, germs will be there more in the water get polluted and impure, and because of that people get diseases, spread of diseases will be fast. So when do floods occur? What are the effects of floods? Floods occur due to heavy rainfall, low pressure region formed in the ocean, and excess melting of snow in the mountains and glaciers. Effects of floods: first one, loss of life; second, damage to property; third, spread of waterborne diseases. Fifth one, what is tsunami? The last question, what is tsunami? Yes, answer: the rise of large amounts of water in the form of huge waves from oceans due to underwater earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, etc. is called tsunami. So under the water, under the sea also earthquakes happens, layers of rocks are there, some disturbance happens and it forms huge waves and it comes up, and it is tsunami. The rise of large amount of water in the form of huge waves from oceans due to underwater earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, etc. is called tsunami. So when do floods occur? What are the effects of floods? Floods occur due to heavy rainfall, low pressure region formed in the ocean and excess melting of snow in the mountains and glaciers. Effects of floods: first one, loss of life; second, damage to property; third is spread of waterborne diseases. Waterborne, B-O-R-N-E, waterborne diseases. Last question, which is the fifth question, is what is tsunami? the rise of large amounts of water in the form of huge waves from oceans due to underwater earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, etc. is called tsunami. Okay, children? So, next exercise is HOTS. Let's see what is there in this section, what kind of question they have given. This question you have to think and answer. Think about the question, then answer. Okay, is fire rainbow a natural phenomenon? Fire rainbow. What is a fire rainbow? Rainbow you know, isn't it? Yes. So like a rainbow, like some fire rainbow we can see sometimes a fire type, like full of light, like fire rainbow in the form of rainbow shape itself. Okay, fire rainbow, a rainbow with fire. What is that actually? Is it a natural thing that occurs? Let's see. Yes, fire rainbow is a natural phenomenon. It's a natural event where an ice halo is formed. Actually, it is an ice halo. It's a solid ice actually. It formed by the refraction of sun rays. Refraction of sun rays means, refraction means when light is moving or light travels, what happens? It bends. When it goes from one place to another, what happens when light is traveling? It bends. It refracts, we say. It bends. It bends and travel. The bending of light rays, like the sun rays, it is a light only, right? So sun rays, when it moves, it bends. Or moonlight or sunlight, it bends. How? In plate shaped ice crystals. Ice crystal means solid ice cube. Like that, it refracts or it bends. This ice halo is formed by refraction of sun rays or bending of sunlight or moonlight in ice shaped crystals suspended in the atmosphere. Means the particles that stay in the atmosphere. Suspended means staying in the atmosphere. So this ice halo is formed. How? By bending of the sunlight or moonlight in plate shaped ice crystals which is there in the atmosphere. So because of this ice halo, fire rainbow appears. Or fire rainbow, actually it is a natural event only when the sun rays or moonlight bends in ice crystal or in like an ice cube in the atmosphere. What happens? Rainbow, it appears like fire rainbow. It totally, we can see it like a fire rainbow. Rainbow colors, different colors are there, but it appears like fire. Actually this fire means the sun rays are getting refracted or bending, and it moves in the atmosphere or it stays in the atmosphere like ice crystals, some solid ice cubes. So it looks like a fire rainbow, or it is an ice halo, we can say. So is fire rainbow a natural phenomena? Yes, fire rainbow is a natural phenomenon where an ice halo is formed by the refraction of sun rays or moonlight in plate shaped ice crystals suspended in the atmosphere. In the atmosphere, in the air itself, it will stay like some light waves bending. But that actually is light waves bending only. Sun rays and moonlight bends and it travels like, it stays in the atmosphere like some ice crystals or solid of ice, like ice cubes. It is ice halo and it looks like a fire rainbow. Okay. Yes children, so next is value based questions. So as I used to say, every lesson has a value in it. We can learn, or you can learn a value in the lesson. So here what value you learned in the lesson, or what value you can learn in the lesson, so that you can use that value in your life in future when you need that value, when that situation comes. Okay. So being a student, how can you help the flood victims in your country? Suppose in your country or in the area where you live, in the state or where you are living, some a chance of occurring, or like some by chance a flood occurred, so you are safe, but how can you help the other people, those who affected by floods, flood victims, the people those who affected by floods, to help them? What all things you can do as a student? What things you can do to help them, or how can you help them? You can help them by many things. You can arrange food for them, because they became homeless. Their property, their house, everything, because of water, because of flood, it get into the house, everything got drowned in that. So they lost everything in their house. So they don't have dress to wear, no food. So you can provide them food or dress, clothes, etc. Isn't it? That is one way you can help them. Then what other things you can help? Yes, you can give them some cleaning tools to clean their house if they require. So like that, many help you can do as a student. So let's read what things you can do. These are some tips or some points that you can do. Let's see whether you can do or not. If you can do this, surely you can help those people, those who are affected by floods. I would help by providing a hot meal. Yes, hot meal, lunch, whatever, food. Then bringing them snacks and drinks. You can give them snacks, drinks, for water, food. You can pack and give the food. Offering my home. Good. If you offer your home, a bed, because they don't have house to sit or stand or lie, isn't it? So everything lost. So you can give a bed for them to sleep. Then a hot shower, because they already soaked full of wet mud and all. So you can give a washroom for them to bath. Our phone and our computer and internet. Why you are giving your phone, computer or internet to them? For insurance claims. Insurance claims means the people, those whose house or property got damaged because of floods, cyclone, etc. They can request the insurance company to pay the money, to get the money. They can receive that money, and if they give a request, they get the money for repairing the damage that caused by this floods and all. Repair the expenses of the damage caused by this floods and all. Whatever damage, whatever things they lost, if they request the insurance company, they give the money. They can claim insurance. Insurance claiming means requesting them to give the money to repair the things what they lost. Okay. So if they have insurance, if it get claimed, they get some money for improving or repairing the things in the house. Okay. Then supplies to help clean the soaked homes. The homes full of flood, full of water. To clean that, you can give some cleaning items to clean. Cleaning supplies, rags, R-A-G-S, rags means some old cloth, dry cloth you can give to clean their houses. Then towels, buckets for them to use personally. Lots of plastic storage container with lids. Plastic container with lids you have to give to store the items. Then garbage bags to collect the waste. You can give garbage bags. Mosquito spray, because full of water means flies, mosquitoes will be there. So mosquito spray you can give so that they can kill the mosquitoes. Gloves to wear in the hands. Paper plates to have food. Then cups, utensils. These all things, whatever they lost, whatever they don't have, you can provide these items. Extra shoes or rubber boots. Rubber boots means they can, with these boots, rubber boots, they can walk in the muddy ground or a wet ground. Waterproof it will be. It will be there up to the knees. So walking through muddy water or a wet road and all, they need this rubber boots. Full of floods means it is difficult for them to walk, isn't it? Full of mud it will be. So rubber boots are there, means good for them. Then scissors, tools, hand sanitizer to clean the hands. First aid kit. First aid kit is a small box that contains bandages, some antiseptic lotions, cream, medicines etc. Then some plasters, etc. will be there for medical help. So these all things you can provide them. What all necessary things they need, that you can provide them to help them others emergency situation. What all things they lost, what all things they need for cleaning themselves and for the house cleaning, and all the small things, this help you can do for them. As a student, you can at least you can give them, arrange food, you can pack the food and you can give them to drink. For drinking water you can arrange bottles and even food also. That is the main help you can do for them. It will be great helpful for those people. Okay, so these are some things that you can do for the people, those who are affected by flood. So I would help by providing a hot meal, bringing them snacks and drinks, offering my home a bed, a hot shower, our phone and our computer and internet, for insurance claims, supplies to help clean the soaked homes, cleaning supplies, rags, towels, buckets, lots of plastic storage containers with lids, garbage bags, mosquito spray, gloves, paper plates, cups, utensils, extra shoes or rubber boots, scissors, tools, hand sanitizer, first aid kit, etc. Okay children? Yes children, so coming to your project home assignment. First one, A. Collect pictures and information on natural calamities that occur in India. So just collect the pictures of some the natural disasters, or calamities means disasters that happened in our country, India. Make a collage and put it up on the school display board. You can collect the pictures of the earthquakes that occurred in our country, about the flood, tsunamis that occurs in different parts of our country. That 2004 tsunami pictures you can collect, Japan and all floods happened, that you can collect. In Karnataka once a drought condition happened, isn't it? These all things you collect the pictures, only collect the pictures and information also about that. You can write 2-3 lines about it, which year it happened and how it happened, or what effects were there. So the 2-3 lines you can write about these incidents. Collect the pictures and stick together in a chart, as a, that is collage, sticking together all this group photo, or like a group, all the photos you have to stick together and write some information about these each event, and you can display it on the board. Then second, write the telephone numbers of police station, fire station, ambulance and NGO, a hospital close by. Yes, emergency services. Suppose if you want to call some, you are in a difficult situations, or immediately you want to call in emergency, you need to call hospital. Which number you will dial? For police station, which number you dial? So this number, police station you have to dial 100, isn't it? Ambulance you have a number. Then fire station you have a number, that already you learned actually, isn't it? These numbers you have to write here. Even nearby hospital, if any number you have, you can write. Then NGO, it is a non-government organization, non-governmental organization we say. Actually here in this group or in this organization you can see different people from different states, people from different countries. They join together and they work together for the welfare of the people. The people, those who are suffering because of these problems like tsunami, cyclone or floods. So these people, those who are there in this organization, people of different countries, they group together and they do the help what the people need. Okay, that is NGO. Non-governmental organization. They have nothing to do with the government. It's an organization, a group of people of different countries working together to help the people. So children, these are the projects mentioned here in the workbook. You have to collect the pictures of the natural disasters that occur in the country. Try to get the printout or pictures, newspaper or magazines you can get the pictures. Otherwise in computer, internet you can take the pictures, a printout, and you cut and paste it on the chart, and you try to write 2-3 lines about these disasters or these calamities, earthquake, floods, whatever. You write the year also when it happened, in which state it happened, which part of India it happened, and how the people suffered. 2-3 lines. Then next one, you can write the phone numbers of all these emergency services like fire station, then hospital, police station, NGO. So nearby hospital, if you have any hospital, you can write that number, NGO number. You search and find the number and write the number in the column given. Okay, children. So children, now you understood when this natural calamities or suddenly it occurs, what are safety measures you can take by yourself, or the people, those who affected by these problems, these disasters, how can you help as a student, everything you learned. Okay, so keep that in your mind. Okay, try to implement it, try to help the people, those who are affected by floods, tsunami, the way which you can, small help. At the same time, when we really want to face this situation, you have to be calm, should not be fear, do not panic, and whatever measures, safety measures you can do, that already you learned, that you should keep in your mind. If others, they don't know, you can tell them, we can do these all things. While earthquake occurs or tsunami occurs. Okay, yes. Okay, children, thank you.